folks, one of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Wasatch Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. This team to get us going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here. Kirk, a long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game. Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Ball handed off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback still with the football. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on 3rd down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big 3rd down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Catch made on the left side. Tackle finally made at the 37. 1st and 10 from there.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
2nd and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Screen to the receiver in the flat. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
With the catch, it's Watkins. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Automatic in the PAT. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. To the air, it's Kennedy. Not able to connect, incomplete. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough, tough environment for visitors. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and he sacked it.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Grab down the middle. It's Marshall. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The Hoosiers will have to punt this one away. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective, moving them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play. And there's the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle. The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State, Michigan. What was different about that?
Yeah, I think the emotions are flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is the team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach. And he says, yeah, what am I supposed to do? Get them more fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be the same team every single time we go out. Kind of control those emotions is the team that's going to end up winning.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Breaks an open space. Moves the ball to the 28. It'll be first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Ending off on the draw play. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run. Well, nowhere to go on the inside on that draw. Tried to bounce it, Kurt, but nothing doing.
How about the push there from the middle of that interior, that defensive line? As you said, nowhere for him to go, so he's trying to make something out of nothing. And by going out wide, he puts himself at risk of being chased down by the speed of this defense, and that's what we got, a loss for the offense.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. On the move now. Oh, and they get him. The defense finally chasing him down for a sack. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit.
Number 35 on the field goal.
The field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Fire to the right side, complete. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking deep downfield to the left. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Decides not to fair catch it, but he is tackled immediately. A gutsy move, but didn't produce much. First play of the drive now, coming up from the 29.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He lets it go. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
He'll hand it off. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. And the Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The short completion of the tight end. And the Boilermakers looking to keep this drive moving. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. On the run, it's Wallace. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Purdue has the lead here. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big.
And now it's what a decision. Ball scooped up by the defense. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Indiana. And the defense joins the scoring party now.
The big fella takes it all the way back for a touchdown. I mean, this linebacker's been hitting people all day. He finally gets to show what he can do when he gets his hands on the football. I remember this guy played running back in high school. He hasn't had his hands on a football in a long time, but clearly remembers what to do with it after he picks up that fumble.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. And the quarterback keeps it here. Breaking free at the 35. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Taking a shot deep down the right side. But this one is broken up. Ball is incomplete.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
Now we run a draw play. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, the timing and the fake on this play was so good, you almost think it's like a magical act, right? The magician is showing you something, and then you realize it's not really there. He's creating an illusion, and the illusion was that they're going to throw the football. It looked like a pass play, but instead, they turned it into a draw. The offensive linemen were able to get out in front. They drew the defensive line upfield and beat them at their own game. That's why they picked up big yards in the secondary.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. Look out, off and running. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early. Allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Caught for the receiver.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
At the 36.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down.
Boy, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Caught near the sideline. It's Williams. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. And the Hoosiers with 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback dropping back, looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Off the play fake. Looking to pass it. Moves out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. And the senior calls his own number. Keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Trying to find room. It's Marshall. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers. Kirk, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. They'll hand it off. Has the first down and more. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Second down play coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. A deep shot to the left side. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Purdue.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
They look to throw it here on second down. That's caught. It's Marshall. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot to the right. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. Pop over the middle. It's Branch. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Boilermakers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. With the catch, it's Watkins. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down at the 45. And the Boilermakers will have 1st and 10 here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First down, looking to throw the football. Tries to get it to the running back. It's a beautiful throw. Hits him in stride. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to the lead. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for three, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. So it's first down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Boilermakers will kick it deep to begin the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with the pass game. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down after a short gain there. Pass complete and second down now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. A deep shot to the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position.
You got to pick the right time to take your shots downfield, and this offense just did that. A huge gain, and now they're down in the red zone for a first down.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop pulled behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to.
Touchdown, Indiana, as they come roaring back now.
Chris, it's a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver, but I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. They begin with a quick throw to the left. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
Zero hesitation that time. He just got it, put it out to the right flat. Unfortunately, it falls incomplete.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he will be stuffed for no gain. The Boilermakers will have to kick it away. And the offense forced to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick bounces and goes out of bounds down near the goal line. Outstanding work by the punter. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
They'll run it from the gun. Gets the first and still running. Here he goes. Across the 40. What a stiff arm. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
One huge play has changed the drive. Now let's see if this offense can cash in this red zone opportunity. He escapes the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback drops back. Grab behind the line. It's Marshall. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
And the defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Offense looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to home.
Brought down after a solid run by the senior. For the first down from the 17, more comfortable position for this offense now. And at first down, they go right back to him. Here's a regular season game that's kind of felt like a playoff game. We expected that. The difference is, if you lose here, you're not out of it.
Chris, as you say, they're definitely not out of it if you lose this game. When you're a top-5 team late in the year playing in this kind of matchup, the win not only gives you confidence, but also you'd like to think a much easier path in the postseason.
Brought down to the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And the Boilermakers lining up here on 1st and 10. The pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Yeah, the offensive coordinator calls the right play. I like trying to get out on the edge of the perimeter of this defense with the speed you have, but you got to tip your cap. The defense made a great play.
It went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Branch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Oh, he makes the catch. Breaks into the clear. Brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Pass punt, can he get in? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. And the Boilermakers line it up with 1st and goal. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers.
Because that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On the ground, it's Marshall. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Screen to the wide receiver. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Tackle made after just a short game.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll try a pass here. That's reeled in. It's Marshall. Heads out of bounds. It's a short gain on the play.
And that is always the toughest thing for defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Trying for a fourth down completion. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Well, down late in his football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read. And then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that.
A deep shot to the right. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
He's finally tackled out the 2-yard line.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays out.
Touchdown, Purdue. Still no answer for this offense. The momentum really building now. This one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
And the extra point makes the lead 20 here in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
What's another incompletion? Just something is missing with this offense. Cannot quite get in the sync. And now we got another 4th down for this quarterback.
Caught behind the line. It's Marshall.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. How about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking deep to the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down. And the Hoosiers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Back to throw again. Pressure is coming. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Boy, this defensive plan has been masterful today for this defensive coordinator. Good job of attacking the quarterback, whether he's inside the pocket, chasing him to the outside. And on the back end, they are locked into tight coverage, not giving his quarterback any options at all. It's no wonder they're winning by so much here in the 4th quarter.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Here's the 2nd down play. Looking for some space. It's Wallace. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
As a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Boilermakers. They continue to roll up the score.
That's what great teams do. Things are getting a little bit too close, so they go right down the field with just a few plays to put this game right back to having a comfortable lead.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. They test the middle to get stopped. That one goes nowhere. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the 1st down.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
What a job by this quarterback here on fourth down. Had to survey the defense, eventually just goes to the check down for the running back, moves the chains, and keeps this drive going.
The Hoosiers will line up on 1st and 10. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Now it's a double pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Marshall. They finally bring him down, but he makes it inside the 15-yard line. First down in great scoring position.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build.
Touchdown, Hoosiers. Add 6 more points to the total.
Well, you could tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. The receiver grabs it, and he makes it in. The 2-point conversion inching the score a little bit closer now.
Well, I thought the defense did a pretty good job of defending this 2-point try, but let's give all the credit to the quarterback and the receiver for being able to be in sync and in rhythm to come down with that catch and the 2 points.
And he safely makes the recovery. Football comes out. So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking deep for late game heroics. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
But here we are in the 4th quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense to give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these.
Looking to throw it deep. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.